Sup? Not in the best of moods right now. Gotta be honest. I was working on some code yesterday, and somehow Visual Studio had an error and deleted all of it. All of it. 9 months of work. Although I do save like different versions and stuff, so it's okay. I have to just go back and get it. But it sucks. What's up, XP? You are first. But it sucked. It sucks. It sucks a lot. So when I get done with this, I won't even have a chance to. I probably won't have a chance to look at it till I have to find some time this morning. But it sucked. It sucks so hard. Maybe tomorrow morning I can. Yes, I did. Damn. Jesus. I started playing it. I started playing it already. I got through the prologue. All right, chill. I did play CZ and I like the card game Tactics. I was looking for one before DC Worlds Collide. It's not going to be on the channel anytime soon if it even makes it to the channel. So, chill. I have played it. I like it so far. However, it does seem a little bit cookie cutter anime style. I like the tactics of the card so far. I do like it so far. The one issue I have is that, well, and this is the thing I have with Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8 is good. I like it a lot. But Kaiju number 8, DBZ Kakarot, games like that, it feels like, and I'm sure people do watch it, I don't know, and maybe I haven't gotten to it yet, the PvP version of it. And how that's going to relate to making content. So you have different cards and stuff. I can see that coming. And I'm guessing you can play against people like cards and stuff like PvP style. But I don't know how that's going to translate for me on a channel. And it's just the same thing with the Kaiju number 8. I like it, but basically what you end up doing is having me play through a PvE game and like just making jokes. And I guess that might be funny for some people, but I don't know if that's going to be enjoyable. I know that's some people's style of watching. This, like DC Worlds Collide, DC Legends Marvel Strike Force, it's more like, yes, no PvP in the game. See, that's the thing. See, that's even, because I thought like if I kept playing through, there was going to be PvP. Why isn't there PvP? Like you should, well, I guess because you're fighting against hordes. But that's with the Japanese games, which I love. It's making content for them is you just watching me play. There's nothing you can take from it. Really, like there's gonna be some parts in the PvE that you're gonna get stuck on that maybe I figure out that maybe you don't. But I have to think on it, I have to look at it. But that's what I ran into with Kaiju number 8. It was just me playing main story and they had side stories. And I was having a good time. And there's, like I said, there's still hours of content. I don't think it needs PvP. Well, for the game, no. But to make content, yeah. There has to be some kind of interaction that I can do with people or that can be taken outside of like the PvE game mode. That's what I worry about. Not saying that people can't make content about it. I'm wondering if I can. That's the thing. It's not like a nobody can do it. It's like a can I do it? Am I that style of content creator? Because honestly, like what I like about this is doing the research, saying, hey, you can invest. Swamp Thing, for example, he's support. That I'm just chalking him up to that now. So here's how I'm using him. Here's the gear I'm using. Bop, bop, bop. I'm running into this person. This person is using this gear. This person is using that. And you can expand upon that content. And there's a lot of theory crafting and things behind it like that. And a large part of that goes to PvP. At least with DC Legends, it was much more like that. And this one, I can see it as I get towards the end game that all the tunes that I'm learning right now will eventually be, when I'm at the end game, I'm playing against whoever in arena. I can see in arena people with teams like 7 million, 8 million. And I know I'm going to get there one day. And though it feels longer for this game mode, for this game, I get to the end of PvE, then there'll be PvP. And then all the stuff I did to build tunes up and everything, I can already see like me trying to go into battle with Batman and me being like, okay, I got him at attack now. However, I'm going up against this dude and he keeps running into this thing. Maybe I should switch this to crit. Maybe I should switch it to, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. I don't know. I can see that coming for this. It's just taking much longer than with other games, for me at least. So yeah, I don't know if I can create the content. That's what bugs me. I don't want it to be. Well, I do want it to be. It might be like I'm on the couch bored kind of game I'm playing with. Well, I can't say that yet. Okay, but yeah. But it is enjoyable, just like Kaiju number 8 is. It is. I don't know. Maybe I need to try to find some way to branch out on that horizon. Anyway, we'll see. But I do like it. Thanks for the recommendation. Why is your... Oh, yeah. It'll show up in a minute. Also, you guys probably heard me complain about my computer a little bit. This is where the code thing came from. I bought like a 2 terabyte hard drive to store these videos that I create, because part of it stays where it is. The other part of it, or part of it is just on YouTube, but something about me likes having the actual video files. It doesn't have to be the raw stuff, just like the end edits. I don't know why. It's probably the hoarder in me, but I like having that. So I save it to a tera drive, like 2 terabyte hard drive, external hard drive. I did that once a few months ago, a couple, like, let's say 6 weeks ago. Hadn't done it since, and have also been creating other stuff in the background that isn't for the channel. Next thing you know, I'm trying to save like a CSV file from and if you don't know what a CSV file, they're tiny. They're very small files. They're like text files. They're very tiny files. And my computer in the VS Code tells me not enough space. It's like, not enough space? What are you talking about? And I look, I have like 10 megs of space on my computer. And I'm like, what the? And then I noticed, it's like, oh wait, I still have all the video files. So I had to go through and clean, like, and I still haven't finished clean a bunch of video files off my computadora. And it was, I felt so dumb. But yeah, oh wait, this is Poison Ivy and I Need to Be Fast. Is that what that one is? I need to be quick. Ugh. But yo, XP, how are you feeling about the game though? How far have you gotten into it? Because again, I did start playing it, but I'm very early days in it. How does it develop to you? Like, how do you feel about it? Is it going to be like a side game for you? Is it going to be like a main game for you? Because it feels like before I was playing DC Worlds Collide, I was playing Marvel Strike Force, and I was looking for a side game, and I was looking for hopefully like a card tactical game like this, the one that like CZN. There was one that was called like something like Shadow Legends or something, like forever ago, and it was very, very cheaply made, and it honestly was very free to play friendly, but I loved it. I really, really loved it. I don't even remember the name, but I played it for months, and I was looking for something like that to be the side game. Ends up being that DC Worlds Collide ends up being the main game, and Strike Force becomes the side game. Albeit Strike Force might become the primary game again if DC Worlds Collide keeps wanting to make poor decisions. But this one feels like a good side game, like Kaiju number 8. Is it your side or is it your main? You gotta play through a bit, but kind of want to. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Or I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm wondering because it also feels like Pokemon, well, not Pokemon, but you know what I mean, Pokemon. We have different characters that do different things, but that's where they're set at. There isn't much room for like growth within those characters. It's just you have to collect other characters. What's up, Gabriel? Your names are still. I've reset the whole whatchamahoosit, the streamer bot, and it's still showing just your screen names, your usernames, not your name names. I wonder what changed in the background of that. Here's what it is, I guess. You like Hugo? I'm gonna make a note so I know what I'm looking at when I go. Where's my other notepad? Oh, there she is. Now let's continue on. So Hugo and Khalifa. Also, it did make me feel a little bit, because I don't speak Japanese, but I was studying with a friend Japanese for a while, and going into it, they speak Japanese slowly enough for me to be able to understand some of it. So I was like, yay. It made me feel smart. Not smart at all, but it did make me feel smart. Don't save this. Where am I going to save this? Oh, yeah, we can save it here. The information about C, Z, N, Hugo, and Khalid. Okay, got it. It's 50-50 for me. DC Worlds Collide, still my main, but CZN is getting better and better the more I play. Plus, I re-rolled and got the 2 characters I wanted, so I'm good. Huh. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. Oh, and I downloaded Midnight Suns. And actually, because I did have it previously on and I've said this whole thing real quick. Had PlayStation, the subscription, wasn't playing it enough. Had Midnight Suns on that subscription and then canceled the subscription and forgot that Midnight Suns was a part of it. So I went back and bought it. It was only $15. What's up, Dima? Demillion. So it was I had to go back and buy it, and I bought it and it said I thought I got the regular version, but it said the PS4 version. I don't know that matters per se, but it wouldn't let me download the PS5 version. Is there a difference that much? Is it a graphics thing? It shouldn't be. I have a PS5, but if I'm gonna pay $15 versus $75 for a game that came out 3 years ago, if they're speaking Japanese very slowly and are world-class mimics, I'll probably get what they. It's basically that for me too. If they speak at certain points, they're speaking it slowly enough for me to be like, oh, I thought this. Oh man, that's exactly what it is. Just slowly enough. The PS4 to PS5 versions are usually only. That's what I thought, but I thought I bought the PS5 version, but it was $15. It said digital edition. I was like, okay, cool. And now I have the PS4 version. I don't care. Graphics are nice. It's cool, but it ain't $60 nice. Let's take the PS4. Let's keep going. So now to DC Worlds Collide. To avoid my disappointment in Swamp Thing, I'm treating him like a support now. Sometimes they bundle downloadable content with it too. And that's the thing, there was downloadable content, but it wasn't gameplay. It was a Doctor Strange skin and a magic skin and whatever. Which cool, if you like skins and stuff like that, the cosmetic stuff, that's fine. I don't care enough to go at that stuff. I really don't. Anyway. In order to avoid my disappointment in Swamp Thing, I'm going to try to use him as support as opposed to a tank. And when I say that, the main difference is I'm going to move him to the back middle row, which is what I do with Aquaman sometimes. Not because Aquaman can't take the hits, depending on where he's at. But because I know that if I have DCU and John Stewart in front and Aquaman in the back, he's a better support to those tanks than he would be actually being in the front row as a tank. So in certain scenarios. So I think I'm trying that with Swamp Thing now. And what I did was I did work on Penguin. I'm gonna have to work on Penguin a little bit more. Because somebody who did bring that up, I was going through the YouTube comments video that I had to edit heavily. But it was a fun video. I like doing it. I think I'm gonna try to do that once a week. And someone did bring up he increases damage for his allies in the back row by 60%. In order to avoid disappointment in Swamp Thing, I was very happy to have saved yellow tokens and logged in today and saw the bride in the banner. And I wish they would have communicated the bride was in the banner, but they don't care about us, so that's fine. We don't care about them, so we don't spend the money. So basically, I'm going to put him in the back as support, Penguin up front. Penguin did do a good job of surviving a couple times. I'm going to work on his gear a little bit more. Now that, and like I said in the video of the comments, now that there are going to be more poison characters, I can lean towards Penguin a little bit more, see what's up, see how he's doing, what's up, how you been. We had a fight a few months ago, just, calling, checking in, making sure you're okay, how your people in them. That's what I'm going to do. He seemed to be okay. He held up in a couple situations last night. And if I put Swamp Thing in the back row with Poison Ivy, with as much poisons as Swamp Thing puts out, and this is one question, that whole 60% increase of damage that Penguin gives to back row allies, does that apply to the poisons as well? Because then Swamp Thing's putting out a bunch of poisons. So, I didn't say I stopped underestimating. I said I've opened my mind up to the possibility. I'm trying to work on myself and be better at forgiving people. Much quicker than Constantine Turner. Oh no, the Constantine hate is real. The penguin thing is the penguin thing came from the game and him annoying me in the game. Constantine, I don't like him as a concept. I don't like Constantine as a person. Like I got a personal beef with him. Like I don't like him. I don't like Constantine. He's a coward. Yeah, that's my main issue with Constantine. I don't like him in the comics. I don't like him in the cartoons. I don't like him in the movie. Okay, the Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves, that's awesome. Outside that, and honestly, the movie was awesome. I don't know if the character, which was well written, like it was written well, and the character was written to not be liked. He had his redeemable qualities, but you weren't supposed to like Keanu Reeves' character in the movie, despite the movie being awesome. He's supposed to be a wholly unlikable character, so I don't know why people ride for him. I got the free purple artifact finally, and I only lack the Mega Rod. Do I get it or go for the Venom or Nightstick? Ooh, oh, Nightstick shards. Okay, for me, I tend to go towards, I wanted to unlock all of the artifacts first, because the Mega Rod is actually pretty good. If you have Dr. Fate especially, it's good. But it's pretty good for, like, Green Arrow. He has a multiple attack on his AoE, on his ultimate. Batman, Superman DCU. So, and this is just my opinion. I would like others to get in on it as well. I went towards unlocking everything. Now I have everything unlocked. I'm saving up these. Well, actually, I could do it now. It wouldn't really matter. I'll do the pull now, actually. I have 10 of those tokens to get me to the gold orb, and then I'm going to save that gold orb for the new artifact coming out for poison, so that way I can keep up with all of the artifacts. But I have a purple one that's just sitting there. Once I get, I guess, to the second purple one is what I'll call it, then I think I will start pulling the purple artifacts and like to get the shards so I can level them up. But I felt like, and this might be me trying to be overly balanced, unlock all of them first and have as many of my characters within artifact as possible. And then once that's all covered, then go back and then rank up the artifacts according to whatever one I like the most, whichever one performs the best. The Venom pack, I need to go see what that rank up looks like. I thought the Mega Rod worked the second time a character uses their ult. Is it on the second attack inside the ult? No, it's on the second time they use their ult. But what I mean is that if I'm remembering correctly, it multiplies your attacks as you keep doing like multiple hits in the ultimate. That's why it goes with Dr. Fate, because his ultimate has like 3 attacks. I can't remember the percentages, but it has 3 different attacks. Just like Green Arrow, his AoE does 3 different attacks. Batman's ultimate does 4 different attacks, or it hits you 4 times, however you want to say it. DCU has 8 different attacks in there, so that's why I like the Mega Rod. Second time they use their ultimate, that pops off. So I think it's really, really good. With the Venom and the Nightwing sticks, Eshirma, however you want to call them, they're good. They're very, very good. The Venom pack is a little bit of a letdown to me, and I need to revisit the Nightwing things. When I say letdown, that's me being extra. I just want it really, really bad. Let's go back and do this again. Should we do this again? I think it's that my team isn't fast enough. And it might be because of gear changes. Is Sinestro still in here? No, he's not. So I think I'm supposed to do a speed team here, if I'm remembering correctly. Batman has no speed. He's a very slow man. Wonder Woman, I guess she can stay. And then Aquaman, let me see. I know Kid Flash is fast. And I know that Is Mr. Terrific fast? I think Sinestro is one of my faster characters, and so is Raven. Yeah, Sinestro's in there as fast. Mr. Terrific is fast. Do I take Aquaman out? Do I take Zatanna? Where's Zatanna at? She's like 220. 222. 222. I do that every time. Yes, I am lame. Alright, and she's only 200? Yeah, 200, and he's 208. I think I could take these two out, put in Raven and Sinestro, and speed myself up. Just to double check. Yep, Sinestro's 222. And then Raven is what now? 216. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll come over Meow. Come over Meow. Let's see if I can. Oh, wait, no, but speed is to capture the flag thing, right? Oh, this might be a bad idea. Let's see what happens. The man-eating flower did less than 5 counterattacks. It might be the need to do heavy hits as opposed to man-eating, as opposed to, whatchamacallit. Let's see. I always forget. They give just enough time for me to be like, what the hell did I do last time? But let's go ahead and get these 24, whatever you call them. Or was it that I should play it slow so that way this thing resets fairly often and I don't have to worry about the plant popping off? I don't know. Let's see. I might have to go back. This is embarrassing. I might have to go back and watch my own video. I may have to go back and watch my own tutorial. I know content creators do that too when they're building stuff, and I need to go back and watch my beginner's guide since that's one of the things I'm redoing right now, which should have been done by now, honestly. But I've been lazy. Game gave me Ivy yesterday on the weekly banner. They think they slick. Look, Ivy, I have to admit, gotta give credit where credit is due. Ivy can be a beast. Like, she's been really good. Put it this way, Ivy is one of the reasons why I'm trying to make Swamp Thing work. Did that have 5 counterattacks? Ivy is one of the reasons why I'm trying to make Swamp Thing work. She's actually, her damage, especially as you go further and further into battle, if you can keep her up, she is good. And if you're going to have Cheshire and, what's her face? Dr. Poison on there as well. Dr. Poison healing for all the poisons that are out there, and Cheshire, an additional damage dealer. Poison Ivy is going to be scary. Scary good. So I would not. Oh, yay. I forgot there's no tanks. So I wouldn't sleep that, like, getting Ivy as a I have her in my desired thing right now. What's up, Spike? I use block team and depends on Wonder Woman for big hits. Towards the end, I put Zatanna first in the rotation. Yeah, because you have to strip the buffs. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. That's not a bad shot though. What's up, Trey? She's my favorite character in the game. Ivy and Scarecrow did it for me for most of the mid game. I really hate that Scarecrow is an elite. Because that dadgum ability of putting out the poisons first 3 rounds is so good. I don't even need him to... I don't even do anything else. I don't even do nothing else. I don't need him to do anything else. I need Scarecrow to just do that. We good. We good. Like, damn, I hate that they made him elite. Him, Harley Quinn... Y'all have heard me say it 100 times. I'm not going to go into this. Him and Harley Quinn should be epics because Harley Quinn is God. She's amazing. And goddess, and Scarecrow, his ability is amazing. I can get where the character is elite, but that ability is not. And I want to use it more. Daryl Banks, what's up, man? But yeah, that would be. I can't do it with Scarecrow because now if I put him in the level link, he'll only get up to like level 220 or whatever BS. So he won't even survive 3 rounds. He gets sneezed on. Somebody farts the wrong way, and he's gonna fall. Obviously, one of the desired ones more, but I'm not mad at getting Ivy. Yeah, fair. Just don't know when I'll get her. Might be on the Mr. T team someone here said they would try. Yeah, someone did mention that, and it does because not saying easily, but you could easily take out. Ooh, oh, Swamp Thing might be made obsolete by the time Dr. Poison comes out. I forgot about that part even to say, because I thought it, but I didn't realize how devastating that would be to Swamp Thing himself. If I can run Poison Ivy and Dr. Poison support, there's your heals, additional to Mr. T, damage dealer, Cheshire. And Cheshire creates the problem for Swamp Thing, because Cheshire puts out a gang of poisons and her own poison, right? Poison is also superpower damage. So Bride is good. I wouldn't pull. Well, I'm not pulling for it because I have her. Bride is good though. Poison's a superpower damage. So you tell me what you would rather have. And actually, this is a genuine question. This is a genuine question for those who have Ivy. If I put out 6 to 9 poisons on everybody with Swamp Thing, which is the thing I just complained about with Scarecrow, wishing I could do that with him. If I put out 6 to 8 poisons, 9 poisons on everybody with Swamp Thing, is that better than removing Swamp Thing, having Mr. T and Cheshire in there, Cheshire putting out 5 poisons for each basic attack that she does, and then Mr. Terrific ramping up that superpower damage by 50%, so that not only are they who are doing superpower attacks getting, well, I don't know if she's doing physical damage or superpower damage. I need to go back and look at that. But the poisons then have 50% added damage. Oh, we're getting wrecked right here. Wouldn't that be? Is that better than? There's an experiment right there. Soon as Cheshire gets in. As a matter of fact, I may not need to do that with Cheshire. Hold up. I might just do that with Mr. Terrific and Swamp Thing now. Hold on. Let me make a note. Man, me and my posters, dog. Seriously. Swamp Thing v. Mr. Terrific. And this is all, we're going to use Poison Ivy for this experiment. I just need to find where I'm going to do this experiment. I already had the Bride. I got her accidentally when I was going at Peacemaker, I believe. But I already have the Bride. Yo, guys, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. I'm supposed to know what I'm doing. You guys are embarrassing me. It's not funny. Look at that. Jeez. 5 allies survived. Not quite. And then the next stage is, how many of these have I done so far? Or how many of the, let's say I've only missed one. 9 times 3 is 27. Subtract the 2, I should have 25. Okay, wait. We'll come back to Crisis Watch. Because now, yeah, I have 26 here. We can go ahead and snag these real quick. Lately, I haven't been getting that last little thing. I've been like at 29 out of 30. And I just haven't gone back for it because I'm not really caring about the epic gear here. Anyway, which is stupid. It's stupid. I need to. Okay, so hold on. That person was talking about Ivy Cheshire. I definitely am, Gomes. Her Martian Manhunter might be the next sneak legendary banner they're dropping. I wouldn't be surprised by that because they did just put his bunk out. I'm actually genuinely surprised that they put in the Bride as the latest featured one as opposed to Martian Manhunter. I figured this banner would be Martian Manhunter, and the sad part is they missed an opportunity because I would have pulled like hell for him. Because there's a weird thing in my brain. I want him to be in his bunker. His bunker is empty right now, so I need Martian Manhunter. I don't need anything. But in my head, I told myself I do. And I have, 73 guaranteed here and 17 here. Y'all could have gotten my pockets. Martian Manhunter is a bad on my SAC team. I want Bride more, but Martian is one I like to have. Just don't know where he goes, to be honest. I don't either. I should read through his kit and double check it. I'll send you a beginner's guide you can watch, but you definitely need some popcorn to watch all of it. My beginner's guide is pretty, 3.5 hours? And now and this is why, and I need to. I need to. Today, let's see. I got to recover that code, and I'm supposed to do the beginner's guide. And I don't know if I should do that on stream or not. Because I did part of it on stream last time where I was doing chunks. Tomorrow I probably will do some. I have my daughter this weekend, and then I go back to work on Monday. Oh, gutted. And I have a date on Sunday. So, and I have a date tonight, so I can't. Damn. Okay. I might have to do part of it this morning, but I was supposed to meet the homies at like 11 to hoop and go to the gym. Damn. Okay. Too much stuff. I think I need to call work and be like, I'm gonna need another week off. I need another week. So sacrifice team, cause Martian Manhunter damage reduction would make Aquaman and Mara front line nearly unkillable. DJ Gomes, good shout. I like that idea a lot. Yeah, I got his bunker. That was the one. I did a video where I was like, this is how you intelligently make me waste my resources. Because I would have used the tokens for this in this shop to get more more super encrypted tokens. But because you put this here and it costs 2,000, now I won't have enough for the super encrypted tokens for a minute, which means that I'm gonna have to potentially reach into my pockets to get it. Now I won't, because you did the bride thing and now I'm upset. But like do that because I had to have this. I wanted his bunker. So that's a smart way of like getting me to use my resources and indirectly be like, hey, Angreifer, get into your pockets. Almost did it, damn it. And then you put the bride as the next banner. Not sure, bro, but thanks for to the advice. I added some attack pieces with %, there you go, to her, and it's nuts the damage she puts out, I'm saying. I would think Swamp Thing might be better first. Well, we're going to try that out. Trey. We're going to try that out. Any res? What do you mean by any res? Like any res attacked? Maybe I'm meeting you wrong. Might be better going first than PI to lay out the poisons. Okay, so let me see. What's happened is a Swamp Thing going first, and I did do a video on that, and I did do the stats. Swamp Thing going first does make Poison Ivy hit harder, just because, like I said, it stacks, right? So if I put Swamp Thing first, let's see. The problem is trying to find a place where I can get consistent results for the attacks I do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's I met someone last Friday, and she's a teacher, and we're having a date this afternoon when she gets done with school, and then we're having a date on Sunday. Yeah, we've already planned 2 dates ahead of time. Trying not to rush, but we're both a little bit, I guess, too eager. Oh, he means the redheads. Oh, got you. Hey, Trey, you got me. Love you for it, bro. You really, really got me. You really, really got me. Okay, I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't even thinking like that. Oh, that's hilarious. You got me. Okay, you got. You win. You win, Trey. You won the stream today. You got me. You got me looking stupid. You win. All right, so let me see. And this, I think, teams ups. I'm going on a date with the teacher, and I just said teams ups. Okay. All right, so team ups is the place where I can get it most consistently. The problem is I can't pick, which I guess is fair. I can't pick the tactical trait I can go at. I can go at your teams actually as well. So I'm going to do team ups. I'm going to do, no, I'm going to go at my friends. Let's go with friends. I can do consistent teams against you guys. I'm not going to go against the stronger of you guys. I'm going to find like a middle level where I can see like good damage done. XP, there you are. I'm going to go at XP. I guess you have 3.5 million. Oh, 2.1. All right, XP, I would go at you, but 2.1 is not going to give me enough It sounds airy. It's not gonna give me enough resistance. So I need someone who's gonna give me a little bit more resistance, like 3, 5 to 4, 5, 9, bruh. How are you only at level 44, 3, and you have a 5, 9 team in your midst? What the hell? I can't build a 5, 9 team. How are you only at? Do you only do PvP? Okay. All right. So first, I was building Swamp Thing and said I was going to use him as support. So we're going to just stay with that overall concept. Next comes up Poison Ivy, of course. Next is the problem. This is a burn team. They want to do a lot of burns. We don't want to keep the burns on us. That's no fun. So we're going to put in Mr. Terrific. He won't have, this will be okay because he won't have his superpower team synergy, so it won't affect what we're looking at when we're looking at the stats. We'll put Aquaman in to help with survivability. Albeit, here's the dumb part. And here's the dumb part about me trying to use Swamp Thing as support. This 5-9 team might be too much. Because Swamp Thing, there's no chance. Aquaman can't be in the front if I'm facing 4 Mighty who like to burn and hit hard. Same time, he's squishy and only rank 8. So they're going to wreck his face regardless. Yeah, I need a weaker team. I need a weaker team. Like right at 4 million, I guess. 3-5. Let's see what. A little bit stronger. Flip. Is Flip on here? I didn't see Flip yet. Do the top one of my elite arena was 16 million. He must have put a house on the game. No, but second place. I think my first place. Wait, no. Wait. Stop. You mean his team was 16 million, or his collected heroes power was 16 million? 16 million on a team is nuts. 16 on a team? That must be what you meant, because you're saying 7 and 8 for the second place dude on a team, bruh. Does he just live on a yacht? How many servants does he have? If he has enough money to get a 16 million team, and you see what that's in 16 million. 3-4. Okay, that's better. All right, so we can go at the homie Flip. 16 million. Yeah, but I'm inclined to believe him because he said that the second place dude was 7 or 8. So if the second place dude was 7 or 8, second place in this Victor's Arena is not gonna be a guy whose collected power is 7 or 8. 16 million on. How do you even get that? Okay. I'm gonna spend the next. I'm gonna be thinking about that for him. I'm gonna tell somebody about that who has nothing to do with the game, and I'm gonna explain to them like, no, see, okay, so here's what you don't understand. If it's 16 million, that means old buddy put a mortgage down on this game. That's all that means. That is like a year's worth of car payments put down on this game. Single team in arena is 5K or something. 16 million is what shows in the elite arena. Oh, no, okay. All right, chill. Whew, that scared me. So then 16 million is the total for all 3 of those teams. Okay, cool. Because I've run into those guys too, where it's like 16 million for the entire like team itself. All right, I thought okay. Yeah. So then you're right, DJ Gomes. It's collected. I was thinking collected as in like all of your tunes combined. I think all of my tunes combined is something like 21 million or something like that. But my collected elite arena team is 11 or 12 million. So yeah, all right. Bruh. I was like, maybe the game will survive if somebody's dropping that much money on it. We'll put Penguin in. No, we won't put Penguin in. Because Penguin's going to add 60% damage. And we're going to go straight stats first. And then we're going to do straight Swamp Thing versus Mr. T. Then we'll add Penguin later for that extra 60% with Swamp Thing to see how that goes. So just making that note. Next up, so I had Mr. Terrific in there. They're going to put out some debuffs. The main scary thing is Wonder Woman over there. So we do want to have some survivability. We do want to have to remove the debuffs because that will keep him from popping off a little bit. We'll do it in that order. And then we will have who can we benefit from? I guess DCU can be in the front just as an added damage dealer, because the idea is I'm just going to remove Swamp Thing and then put in somebody else, anybody else, and then see how her damage goes. I guess just add extra support and have Pandora in there to do more heals, and she can do more damage here, I guess. So we have extra heals. And the idea is when I get done with this, I'm going to remove Swamp Thing. It's going to be just Mr. Terrific, boosting up the poisons from Poison Ivy and her damage. Okay. Hopefully we get to see some stats on this. We'll do the Throne just for the vitality and the haste. We'll do the heals as well. So the heals won't be adding damage. It'll just help us with survivability. All right, cool. That works. Andiamo. All right, so the guy in the first arena, in my arena, collected powers 34 million. Second person is 10 million. Makes no sense. Dude wins every week, I'm telling you. I thought that they might have reset the servers because I feel as though, see, Wonder Woman, damn it, Wonder Woman, you're messing up our experiment. You know how much I had to think to get that to go, and now you just messing it up? Oh, and we have to do this whole reset thing because the game does not remember things or give us preset stuff. No save squads. Sir Cooper Trooper. 2.8. All right, I mean, I guess I have to go with this because there is no middle. There's like very little middle ground. Obnoxious, but it is what it is. It's mostly obnoxious because I have to keep doing this over and over again and adding these people. Kid Flash, and that's at Pandora. Where's Pandora at? Alright, so that's there. This goes here. He's running back row. Ultimate Order goes here, here. They are, oh yeah, he's going to try to give us a bunch of debuffs. That's fine. So we'll run it like this. Alright, cool. And I started on the Peacemaker banner. Don't know how they group the servers up or whatever. Neither do I. I feel though, and I might be completely wrong. There goes out the poisons. There's only like 3 poisons per. That's not gonna help out your case, Swamp Thing. It's not gonna help out your case, bro. Yeah, I'm at 14 million. The top player guy is 19 million in my elite arena. That's not the top player. I'm only 31 million in his top 10 million. Second, third places are 11. I feel like they might have to do some reshuffling. But I thought they reshuffled mine because I feel like I've had some more like battles in regular arena that are more in line with my power level. That doesn't come out like, oh wow, I have no chance here. I have him as a friend, the whole account spike. The reason I brought up because I started playing very recent, I think he did too. Second and third place. He has Swamp Thing, 5 blue stars. Yeah, that mortgage thing, that mortgage comment I made before. You got Swamp Thing at 5 blue stars. You have a rank 15 Swamp Thing. All you did was dump super encrypted. You are the luckiest person on the planet, and you just pulled 100 super encrypted tokens and got them like 30 times, or there was some cash at the back of that. I don't even know. She's stunned, which creates a problem for us in terms of determining how well she performs. That's the problem with Nightwing. Hey, Mr. Terrific, you mind getting all these debuffs off of us. See, this creates a problem with those numbers. Ugh. Luckiest person or fattest? I'm saying. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. And if you're that lucky, I don't understand why you don't buy lottery tickets every day. I don't buy lottery tickets. I don't do lotto. However, if I had that kind of luck, I would all the time. How many? Because you got to do so much. Is the total account power is now 45 million in the second place. Okay, got you. Okay. So 31 million is his team power for Elite Arena, and then his total account is 45 million. Okay. A you have a rank 15. Okay, she did 2.9 damage, but there's a partial grain of salt here because she was stunned. I think I do have to do this in team ups. Because, and no offense to anybody in my friends group, but it's either Wonder Woman who's going to wreck people, or it is Nightwing who's going to stun them. Rank 15. And the other thing too, I don't want to say it like this on Swamp Thing though. Like, I do like Swamp Thing, I do, and I'm trying to make him work, but I understand people's frustration of where they're like, I don't like this guy. Oh, we finally don't have a, and it's 3.4. This one might actually work for doing the experiment. Nobody here is going to stun us. She might hurt us a good amount. Hal might hurt us a good amount, but, you know. Okay, all right. So this may work in terms of, this team may work in terms of experiment. I really wish I remembered who I was facing right now. Pandora was it, right? Swamp Thing was it, yep. And then Kid Flash for all that it's worth. We go here, we go here, we go here. And then we go here. Someone said also Kid Flash as a pseudo tank. Poison Ivy, we'll do her that, and then we'll do this for the heals. Okay, so this might be a much better representation. All right, cool. All right, let's go. Yeah, out of competition seems like just one person in each server. Yeah. It's frustrating because it's clearly impossible to make any progress for anyone. They really need to rebalance all the crazy wills together. I think, if I'm being fair, or like trying to be fair, trying to give a benefit of the doubt, which I don't know if they deserve it or not. It's been 3 months into the game. So I would imagine that in the next 3 months or so, or like they're in the process now, and Poison Ivy's already dead. Okay, we can't do this here. Clearly, like, it's expected to die. It's just okay. I'm trying to see numbers for damage right now to establish. Yeah, I have to do it in team ups. Okay. Sorry guys, hold on, let me focus on this real quick. I think they are trying to figure out the best way. Actually, Superboy coming up is really good. They're trying to find, I think they're gonna like work on that now. Try to find a way to be like, okay, let's reshuffle all of these collective powers, the top teams, and like replay and like reshuffle people in. I don't think that they are going to let just one whale hammer out each server, because then that whale will end up being alone, and if you have nobody to fight or nobody who's even presenting a challenge, you lose interest and you move on to the next game. So I think that they will find a way to rebalance and reshuffle, and they're in the process of doing it now. However, other things I think that would help with the survivability of the game is being completely ignored. So what do I know? Let's see how it goes. But I would think it would be smart. Then again, I guess, well, no, whales want a challenge too. They just like to compete with money as well, but I don't think that a whale wants to just walk over everybody literally and only do that. Because if they could do that, they just do that anywhere. Why does DC Worlds Collide matter? All right, so let's do this. Bet. Okay. Fight. When we're gonna see his worth till the full team is out. Cheshire's poisons don't go away. More poisons in general, more healing, more damage. True. But this is the thing, though, with his potential for all the poisons and everything else, is that as valuable as Mr. Terrific superpower damage increasing the damage of the poisons and the attacks from the characters? No, that's not it, Spike. It's about monetizing the game. It's about ego and who is at the top. Yeah, but the thing is, but that's my point with the other thing. Being at the top is only fun if you get to lord it over people. So and you can tell by the power levels of the team. If I spend a bunch of money, if I do all of this work as a, not free to play, I'm a dolphin, I'm a trout, whatever the hell you want to call it. I spend some money. Doing all this, the frustrating part is when I go to arena and I see teams that are either 1.4 or 2 million or 8, and my team is at like 4.3. I don't want to just stomp out a bunch of 2 million teams. That's not fun. And I don't want to get stomped out by a bunch of 8 million teams. And those teams who are 8 million, the whales, they don't want to just stomp out a bunch of 4 million teams because it's like, I beat them again, and then what? Like, there needs to be a little bit of competition so that they can feel like their investment was worth it, and then they can lord it over people. Like, there's no point in me playing basketball against a bunch of 6 years old and banging on them in the paint and like scoring 50-0. You know what I mean? Like that. Where's the wow? Where's the fun in that? I don't know. That's the only thing I can say. I'm trying to think of another like more creative word, but it's a basic word. Where's the fun? There's no fun in that. 13 million from Poison Ivy here. Thank you, Poison Ivy. So we're going to go ahead and grab a quick screenshot of this so I can compare stats and whatnot. Hey, a jugga, hey. I'm the realest in it. You already know. Got Trapper of the Year 6 times in a... What they give? A lifetime supply of baking soda clientele. I should stop singing that song online. I don't know why that was the song that got stuck in my head. Okay. Anyway, let's change this up. So she did 13 million in damage with it running that way. Let's take out Swamp Thing. Who am I going to put in this back row? We're going to add this team synergy. Who am I putting in this back row to make up for Swamp Thing being gone, but won't absolutely rob damage stats from, Zatanna would be a legit, we do it this way. Then I should have put Zatanna here in place of Pandora. Okay. Not Mara. I need another. I guess it has to be Zatanna, but Zatanna feels like cheating. If I was going to do Zatanna, then I should have done Zatanna with Swamp Thing as well. I could do Raven and put her at the back. Let's do Raven. And then we could do it again with Zatanna. That's fine. Yeah, let's do Raven. Put her at the back. It's fine. All right, so this. Skip battle. That makes no sense, Trey. When the top player is 30 million stronger than the next and growing every single week, everybody will see it's impossible that people start leaving. I think you guys are saying the same thing. Spike, Trey, y'all are saying the same thing. Y'all are saying the same thing. Y'all are coming at it from two different perspectives, but like you guys are saying the same thing, which is just like one is saying like it's about monetizing the game, and then other people will see that it's impossible. Their focus is trying to monetize the game. That's from the developer's perspective. From like the player perspective, if you keep seeing yourself getting stomped out over and over and over again, this did way better. If you keep seeing yourself getting stomped out over and over and over again, you will stop playing. So like you guys are saying the same thing. You're talking about the same thing just from two different perspectives. The focus of the company itself seems to be monetizing and like getting the egos of the whales, and they're really, really pushing that forward. Cool. But then at the same time, if you do that and everybody's 30 million higher, then the player base will disappear, which is what one of those like other games have done it and found it where there needs to be enough balance of, and that's what I meant by whales want competition too, enough balance so that The whales can feel superior to the free-to-play players, but the free-to-play players feel like they have a chance. And as a whale, you need to think about strategy less than the free-to-play players, but still enough to where you got to keep up. So that it's not just I spend a bunch of money and I win. That's not appealing. I spend a bunch of money and get an advantage is what they're trying to do. I want to be able to say I spent more money and thought a little bit less and I won. Not I spent money and now I get to sim and auto everything. Like nobody wants a game that's fully like it's so sim that you get to just like put whatever characters you want in and it doesn't matter the team you're facing. That's not fun for anybody, even the whale. They don't want that because then if they did, they'll never leave those other games. Why start a new game? Do that. If you start a new game, start the new game, play it for 2 months, and be like, all right, spend all my money that I was going to spend on this game. We're good, and then leave. It wouldn't make any sense. So like you guys are saying the same thing. I think you guys are agreeing with each other. I played Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Okay, cool. I was trying to figure out what that acronym is since it launched. And when I retired from the game 2 years ago, I was the highest combat level in the game. Spent thousands and thousands of dollars trying to be the best. But you had like what I'm saying, trying to be the best. You know what I mean? So you were looking for competition, and what kept you with that game is that you kept like meeting resistance, and it would make you spend more money. But then also you had to learn about the game. That's why you like watching the things. It was fun, but the direction of Star Wars was boring, and the game created so many tasks that it took up so much time before. Yeah, that stuff. That's the other side of it. Put the mega whales together, and they'll probably spend more money. And that's it, Spike. So it needs to be like you have a pool of, and that's why I'm trying to give a benefit of the doubt. You're only like 3 months into this game. We need to go over this poison ivy thing real quick. But you're only 3 months into the game. So hopefully it'll spread itself out. But you want to have a mix of, like, let's just say in one arena, let's say there's 30 in there. You want like 15 mega whales, 10 mega whales, 10 mega whales, 10 whales, 10 top tier free to play players who are just really, 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 really good at the game and can figure out ways to punch up on teams that are twice their height, twice their weight, right? But they want to have competition because then it's not just who's got the fatter wallet, but then it also becomes like I got to strategize to beat that dude. You know what I mean? But then we are at a level so much higher than the free to play and the Dolphins and the Trouts and everybody else. So I think that is the balance you need to find because, like Trey said, I'm also 3 months into the game. I guess I haven't learned my lesson. Now I'm saying like once it becomes like not fun for you, Trey, once it becomes boring, like you spent your money, and if you're just walking and answer the question honestly, seriously, because you said you spent a lot of money. Answer this question honestly. If you can just walk over every single battle, doesn't matter who you put in or whatever, is that appealing? Like, is that fun? Because to me, that bores me in their arena here, and I don't even spend money like that. You know, I want at least a little bit of a challenge. I don't want it to be impossible like what they did with that digital universe, you know, however long ago. But I want it to be like, I have to think a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And if 3 months is you're 3 months into the game, but if 3 months from now, your account is such that you can literally walk over, and I mean, when I say walk, I mean, you literally just put the team in, push sim, and it doesn't matter. Would you stick with the game after that? Or would you look for the next challenge? And that's a genuine question, no judgment. And other folks don't judge. So do what people want to do with their money. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. Not judging, but I am genuinely curious. Okay, so with Poison Ivy, Swamp Thing, what are we going to do with you? So I ran Mr. Terrific, Kid Flash, Poison Ivy, Swamp Thing, and Pandora. That got Poison Ivy up to 13 million in damage. She did not, distribute any heals, but that's the poison things coming from Mr. Terrific. Okay, that part doesn't matter. We'll just leave that aside. Kid Flash had 1 million, just for like comparison, Kid Flash had 1 million, so about the same. Mr. Terrific had 5.6, so about the same as his 5.7. Pandora actually did a lot more damage here, 2.2 versus 800,000. And then yeah, so she went from 13 million to 14 million, which is less than 10% gain, right around like a little bit over 5%. So when you put it in percentage, not that big of a difference. Not that big of a difference. I'm free to play anyway. Yeah, there should be a challenge for sure, but I love just hitting sim and win. Love that feature of the game was not available. Well, no, I mean that part of the game, yeah, because like there's some stuff I'm happy to just sim too. I just mean like I don't if you reach out for the game and it is absolutely sim only, no challenge. Then why are you even playing the game? And I mean, you've said it. You said it too. You said you want challenge, and there is some sim stuff, but there is. I can sim and win through PVE content. I can sim and win through system recovery for a little while until I hit a wall, and then I got to figure something out. That part of the game is amazing. It can't be every part of the game. It can't be the whole game. I'm free to play, so I have zero expectations to ever compete against the whales, and I'm fine with that as long as I can make. Spike, me and you are so locked in on that one. I understand people's frustrations, but I have no desire. Like, I'm not going to be number one at anything in this game, and I'm okay with that. With previous games, too. I compare it to the NBA all the time. I was never going to make it to the NBA. I am a pickup weekend warrior basketball player, whatever. I have been for 20 years. But I wanted to be the best at the level I was at, knowing that there was an entire other level that's above another level, that I'll never get to. I'm good with that. I want to be the best at my level. So like where I'm at right now, I want to be the best there. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not going to compete with people who put thousands of bucks into the game because I don't. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Take the whales, give them their own like brackets above. I think Marvel Strike Force actually does it really well with Cosmic Crucible, where you have like Grandmaster, and then you have like platinum, and it just goes down, and they're ranked. You move up into those levels, and then those are the people you fight. Period. And I think they're trying to do that with the Elite Arena here. I think they are, but it's still early days in the game. A year from now, if the game is still around, I think it will look a lot different with more and more players joining. So, yeah, that said, it isn't fun seeing Kingpin sitting up on his throne, even if it doesn't impact me directly. Here's the thing, and it sounds, maybe this is arrogant. I don't even know who's number one in mine. I don't even look. It doesn't even, I could not tell you who's number one. I don't even know who my top 5 are in my arena or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I don't even bother. I just realized the no way for us to farm legendaries that we like. We always wait for the banners. Yeah? Oh, wait, no. Well, yeah. Unless you already have them unlocked. Sorry, yeah. You can farm them once you get them, but there's no way to get them unless you've unlocked them. I bought the drone once, and it's, say, between top 40 and 30. I'm good if I stay there. Yeah. Basically that, for me. Okay, so, yeah, for sure, brother. I have a true passion for DC Comics, and they have not been corrupted by Disney, so I love the game versus Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I like Disney, although they may have corrupted a couple things. I like Lion King. What you want from me, dog? The Incredibles 1 and 2, those are amazing movies. What do you want from me? Damn it. They're good movies. All right, here we go. So 14. Okay, so here's a question for you guys. I'm going to need you guys to refocus with me. Here's a question. Mr. Terrific, or not Mr. Terrific, Swamp Thing and Poison Ivy together. That got us to 13 million on Poison Ivy. Mr. Terrific and his whole boost of superhero whatever's got us to 14 million. As good as that seems, I'm tempted to be like, I would rather keep the Swamp Thing with Poison Ivy. Like, it's not the big difference that I thought it was going to be. Marvel had issues long before Disney. That's facts. That is facts. Did you see those animated movies they were coming out with Marvel? That's big facts. Big facts. Anyway, so although they didn't do, well, Star Wars was having issues too. I mean, Jar Jar Binks. Anyway, so 14 from 13 million to 14 million does not feel like a big enough leap for me to be like, oh, Mr. Terrific is better. I feel like that could be made up in some ways. As a matter of fact, let's go back here and see if we can. I got 43% here, so I got like 2 more attacks that could be like legitimately counted upon. Try to run the sacrifice team. Is it, you mean with Poison Ivy? How would that go? Oh, DC best animated movies ever. That's not even Trey. That's just facts. That's, you can put that in a science book. That's just facts, bro. That's nobody can argue with that. Their movies are so much, are and have been and will be so much better. It's not even close, dog. Big facts. Sorry. So, to the shout, CB. Thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, thanks CBCB. Thanks Expo Collector. I've been saying hi. What's up, Runes? Sorry guys, I'm caught up. ADHD is a thing. So what I'm gonna do is, before I get to doing the sacrifice team, which the sacrifice team, facts plus tax, I'm telling you, the sacrifice team is a good idea with the way that I run it with Constantine, Aquaman, and Bride. She would end up with a bunch of hard hit and a bunch of strong attack. But what I'm gonna do first is Penguin. I said I was leaving Penguin out because I wanted to just see purely Swamp Thing versus Mr. Terrific. The difference isn't negligible, but negligible enough for me to now try it with Penguin. Because Penguin is going to add 60% attack to the back row. Do these arrows really make that much of a difference? I hope not, because I'm trying to just get flat stats. So he's going to add 60% damage to the back row, which is these two. I had Pandora and Kid Flash. So let's just do Kid Flash, and I guess Mr. Terrific again, just for the support. We'll do this over here. All right, so idea being that Penguin's going to add attack here. He's going to add some extra poisons. We're going to run it like this and see what's up. And then I'm going to make a coffee. Then we're going to come back to it. I'm going to take off skip battle because I actually want to see how Penguin performs and how close he gets to death and all that other jazz. So here we go. Like I said, I'm giving Penguin a shot. I'm giving him another chance. Green Lantern teams are so good. You should try it. I got to get to them. All right, hold on. So The Incredibles made a whole generation learn the thick thighs save lives. I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you. I do like thick thighs. Okay, let me stop. Bruh. Dang, you gonna get me in trouble with YouTube. I'm not trying to turn this into an OnlyFans. What are you doing? Were you sent here to take me down by like tempting me with things like y'all talking about redheads and thick thighs and like, stop it. Next thing you know, you're gonna bring up Latinas. Stop it. All right, so anyway, that's the funny thing too. Like my homegirl, and I make these jokes. I hope you guys know that it's just me joking on stuff. I make these jokes, but like the woman I'm going on a date with, she's very, very, very much not Latina. She's British. But the friends who introduced me to, which Margarita's my homegirl. Margarita, she's my homegirl. So like she's Latina, and Mariella, who's her homegirl, they're both Latina. They're both Latina, and it's really funny that those two introduced me to a blonde British teacher. And I have my other friend Alessia, who's also like, I have a lot of Latina friends, who has an obsession with British dudes, despite the fact she's dating a Dominican now. And I had to, because I always make fun of British people. I always make fun of British people to her specifically because of the crush she has on them. And it hurt having to go back and tell Alessia that I'm dating a Brit now. It really hurt. It really, really hurt. When the next time I see her, when she comes back into town from London, she is really gonna get me. She's really gonna, yeah. She is going to ridicule me beyond compare. All right, so let's see how Penguin. 64 off 23. That put it to 21%. So I guess she's still at 13 mil. Yeah, still 13 mil. So this 60% thing that he has in the back row. Do I have that activated on him just yet? Maybe that's part of the problem. Let me go to Penguin's kit to be sure I'm doing it the right way. Would Mr. Terrific and Two-Face work well? Mr. Terrific wouldn't boost Two-Face since the latter does physical damage. Yeah, but if you take Mr. Terrific and Two-Face, they would boost the two characters that are next to Two-Face in the back row if they're both superpower damage. Because Two-Face just does damage amplification, period. And then Mr. Terrific is for superpower damage. So let me go back. I have 3 hours on this thing. Let me go back real quick and double check Penguin to be sure I'm using him correctly. Because it may be that thing that he has is in a badge that I haven't unlocked yet. So, oh, I can rank up Penguin. I can take Penguin to rank 9. That is, what a turn of events. What a turn of events. All right, so skills. So here, 85% damage. This is all physical damage. Okay, cool. Adds 1 stack of poison for 3 turns. Raises Umbrella, protect himself, grants 30% damage reduction to the back row. So that just helps us with survivability in the back row, which leaves Swamp Thing back there. Cool. Decreases attack 60%, adds 1 stack of damage to the damage dealer. Increase max HP and gains heal. Uh-oh, it looks like that 60% thing is on a badge thing that I do not have. Is that it? Yep, while Umbrella is raised, poison damage dealt by back row allies is increased by 60%. So there's no way of me knowing that now, if it's going to be effective now. I will, so then this is something that's to benefit later. And it should be a good thing. However, I can't do anything with it now. Next, I can rank him up. But let me tell you what's not about to happen. Me ranking up Penguin right now. Because I can rank up John Stewart, and I don't have 400 of these elite shards. So John Stewart first. Now that that's addressed and I don't have to experiment on that anymore, Sacrifice Team CBCB that you recommended, and then let me look at Two-Face. Two-Face, the Two-Face I have is only rank 7. However, I do need to take him rank 8. Jeez, I've done nothing with Two-Face in quite a while. I do need to, I don't even have him in level link. Actually, this needs to be rectified immediately because isn't Owlman out right now? Hold up. No, it's Ultraman. Okay. But anyway, so let's go back. Characters. Let's go ahead and put Two-Face in level link because of the Owlman thing. Boo. Two-Face. Alright. Confirm. So I could take Two-Face rank 8 now. The damage amplification bit. Just to be sure, when good side is revealed, grants allies 80% damage reduction. When evil side is revealed, increases damage amplification for back row allies by 14%. So if I put him in the back row with damage amplification, with Mr. Terrific, it does sound like a good combo. You're right, Spike. It does sound like a good idea. That's how I go. Sometimes we gotta finish. We gotta fish with dynamite. Okay, so wait. So you say yes, Two-Face. They don't really work. But I mean is the boost of the damage for the DPS. So Two-Face offers life steal and damage amp. Yeah. I gotta say, most rank 30 badges look crazy and quite crazy enough to grind for. Be careful, a lot of them don't. You have to be careful. Sorry, but I just paused on that. I think this could even be a reason for me to take him rank 8 right now. Well, it's an additional reason. One reason is because of the Owlman, Evil Falls, his team synergy. The other reason would be the damage amplification. I haven't even activated his badge yet. Because his head also knocks back 40% of the actual. What? That's nuts. If tails, it increases damage for additional 40% and inflicts 2 stacks of. Toss the code extra time. Yo, is Two-Face pretty damn good? Did I sleep on Two-Face? I think I slept on Two-Face. All right, so we're gonna come back to Two-Face real quick because I need to complete whose badge? I just did their badge. I'm gonna do that very, very quickly and then get immediately back to this Two-Face. Bro, do you have a 30? Do you have a 30 badge hierarchy? Okay, real talk. I was thinking about this like Sunday. Is that I wanted to sit down and go through each badge and each tier and rank them, and literally have like an Excel spreadsheet, and then just have it. I thought of the process of how to do it, where I would just start off with the first badge and just be like, Batman's badge, 1, 2, 3, and then put them 1, 2, 3, and then put like a rank or a number in each thing in the spreadsheet, and then just read through each one, and then just adjust the numbers accordingly, and then just keep stacking it that way. I want to do that. I do want to do that. Can't do that today because that's gonna take hours. I mean hours, and I don't know if you guys want to sit with me through that for hours. Especially since I have to play, according to XP, I need to hurry up and get into CZ, and I'm teasing. But that is going to take a minute. That's going to take a lot of time. But I do want to try. I do want to do that. I do want to do that. I mean, now is the time to do it because streaming, Europe is waking up, US is going to sleep, and Asia is in their afternoon. Wait, are they in the afternoon right now? Yeah, they're in their afternoon. So I would have like not so many people watching, so I could do it on stream with those who would watch, and then I don't have to worry about literally boring away a crowd of people. The only other issue, and if anybody can help me with this, I need to be able to get the text into a spreadsheet. Does anybody know of a resource out there that has these badges like in a spreadsheet, or like the text where I can just copy and paste? Because the other part of it is, yeah, I know how to put Batman there 1, 2, 3, but by the time we get to character 40, I might not exactly remember the details of character 5 that we did. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Anyway, I do want to do that, and that's very tempting. All right, but that's something that distracted. But I guess that would be something that you got. And then here's the other part of it too. Once that's done the first time, every time after that, all you have to do is just slot the next ones in. So it's like a big project where it's like, this is my ranking, and then Cheshire comes out, and then I just say, well, her tier 1 badge is like rank 20 out of tier 1 badges, rank 10 out of tier 2, and rank 15 out of tier 3. And I could just add them in. It'll stay relatively the same. I might readjust every once in a while. But the big part of the project would be the beginning of it. That would be the thing that would take a couple hours. And then after that, it's easy money. So many posts. I've already made 3 posts today. But yeah. But that's the thing. The badge 30 hierarchy, I see where you're at. But I would also want to do, I would want to do tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. That's how I would want to do it. Maybe the better project is start with tier 1, then and break up the project into pieces. Because to me, tier 1 matters not just as much, but it does matter because if the tier, like for Penguin, for example, the reason why tier 3 upset me is because tiers 1 and 2 didn't matter, and getting to tier 3 is so hard. It's so many resources and it takes so long that I was like, that's who it was. It was Pandora. Thank God I remembered whose badge I needed to finish. So that was the problem, is that, yeah, the tier 3 is amazing, but as a not whale, I'm not going to spend that many resources on something and take months to do it when I know if I put it into Batman, for example, his tier 1 is awesome, his tier 2 is awesome, his tier 3 is awesome. Good. Wonder Woman, 1, 2, 3, awesome. Penguin, mediocre, mediocre, amazing. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Well, I mean, not even just free to play, because I would ask you this, Trey, even for the whales, if, I mean, I guess you're willing to just burn past the first 2 tiers if the tier 3 is good, but if you're trying to decide between Batman and, I'm just going to use Batman and Penguin constantly, that's just the one. If you're trying to decide between Batman and Penguin for that day that you're going to do whatever, you're going to lean towards Batman over Penguin if you know that the first 2 tiers are amazing as well, because they count as part of the kit, those 2 things. So get 3 very, very good ability or 2 trash abilities and 1 amazing ability. There's another philosophical question for you. We get very theoretical in this stuff. Jeez. Okay. So I think that this is okay. We're going back down to Two-Face. I just gave myself a very difficult decision. So I'm going to make a coffee in a minute. I'm going to put the Elite Arena on. Here's the problem. And this may be where my privilege is going to show. I can take him up to rank 10. I would have to use 10 of my elite, or my 8th medal. Well, mentalities get them all. Yeah, I figured. Because to me, even as a whale, I would still prioritize the ones where I have all the tiers that are good, as opposed to just 1 tier that's amazing. But it is what it is. So, like, with the, I can use my 8th medal here. I've done it before on Epics. I did it on, I want to say Mr. Terrific. It's a rare, 8th medals are for legendaries. 8th medals are for legendaries. I think John Stewart counts as a legendary. Now, this is absolute the epitome of impatience, because all I really have to do is wait to get from the shop either this, because they're about to give us a payout on these a little bit, I think, right? Or I can go to System Recovery and try to, this. I know this isn't System Recovery, I'm just making sure my weeklies are okay. How many more do I have? And then when do we reset here? Resets in 3 days, sup. So I can buy a security plan in 3 days and then get a bunch of resources starting from DS. Okay, cool. Anyway, so I could do System Recovery and fight like hell to get this last thing so I can get these 10. But right now, by the way, anybody have any, let's see. Nightwing? This is not going to beat it in 5 turns. It's not, okay. I mean, I'm going to take out Grodd, but that's not going to beat it in 5 turns. Okay, so what's going to happen is, I'm going to try to do System Recovery. We're going to try to do System Recovery. If it does not work in the first few, I'm not going to be here for all day. If it doesn't work in the first few, I'm just going to do the 8th medal and rank him up. And then the next question is, or the next goal is to get Two-Face to rank 8. Then use Two-Face and Mr. T to, and then yeah, Two-Face, Mr. T with Poison Ivy. And then see what that does for damage. Because then that might be a new, I haven't seen that floating around a lot. That might be a new setup. That's pretty awesome. All right, so let me go ahead and put you guys in Elite Arena while I go make my coffee real fast. Or no, I'll put you guys in this one. Because it should be quick. My coffee's already made. I just got to set it up. This thing, the boring Decide battle. Team Synergy Lex Luthor. Boo. Boo. Should I have Sinestro in here over, or should I just run Lex and Sinestro and all of them and just like They don't want us to think, I guess. No, Batman's in there. I think I'm just going to run this. I just do not care about this battle enough. All right, so I'm going to make my coffee. I'll be right back. I tell you one thing that bothers the hell out of me. I don't even. I mean, I do drink the coffee, but even when I hear the coffee, sometimes it bothers me. You guys saw me eat a little cookie, which these cookies are awesome. I love these ones. But you can't have too many of them. You have like two or three. Because then the flavor gets like really too much. I hate when people chew on microphones. Like it makes me want to fight. Like I know some people I know some people even like have whole channels dedicated to that stuff. And if that's your thing, I'm not kink shaming. Knock yourself out. Or like whatever you like. However, like when people get on and they're talking about games like, yo, so I'm like, bruh, I want to fight you. Hey, bro, Miss Europe, is Nutella a big thing for the Swiss like in Italy? Okay, well, first of all, hold on. You were in the wrong Italy. I'll be right back. One, yes, Nutella's a big thing basically everywhere over here. Two, nocciolata. That is basically the Italian version of Nutella. So usually, yeah, they do eat a lot of Nutella, but this is the one also where they would be more inclined to buy and eat. If you pull that out on an Italian person, they'll be like, yo, what? You don't know nocciolata? A person from southern Italy, at least. Anyway, so yeah, no. Nutella is a thing all over the place. I got introduced to Nutella from Alabama. I got introduced to Nutella over here. And I was like, put it on Gipfeli. Gipfeli is the Swiss German word for croissant, although croissant and Gipfeli are different. Croissant have a different shape and are a lot more butter centric. They're very, very buttery bread, whereas Gipfeli, you can have butter Gipfeli, but they're not as buttery as like a regular croissant. It's a different shape as well. They're crispier and fluffier. The Gipfeli are versus what croissant are, which are like kind of crunchy. Anyway, but regardless, I was like getting that, and they gave me like a Gipfeli and like I was Nutella on it, and I was like, what is this stuff? Like, oh wait, y'all give this to kids? Y'all just be giving kids chocolate? Y'all are wild over here. It's so good. It's so good. And then you know what's really good? Peanut butter and Nutella. It's almost like a Reese's peanut butter sandwich. It's a miracle that I'm not 350 pounds. I need to be all girth. I should be nothing but a Pirelli right around this. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, Nutella, definitely a thing. And actually that was one of the, if you ever, maybe I should give this recipe out. It's not even a big recipe. If you ever want to impress a partner, male or female, whatever your get down is, make them Nutella French toast. Where basically, if you know how to make French toast, you take Nutella and you put it between two pieces of bread, make it a sandwich, press it, then you put it in your egg, milk, vanilla batter, and then put that on the pan, slice it up. My daughter loves that. But if you ever want to impress somebody, be like, okay, here's some Nutella French toast. They'll love you for life. Anyway. I've also decided, I think, let's just go ahead and do it this way. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go back. I would love to have gotten more of the league credits, but it's just it's not in the cards for me today. And that's okay. We're okay with that. We'll deal. But wait, you can get Nutella are you in the US now, Trey? Because you can get Nutella in the US. They started having it in Florida in like the mid 90s, and then Floridians were like, but why ain't this peanut butter? And then they took it away. But I think you can get it in the US now. Let's see. So a lot of these are all being saved until the Poison team is in the league recruitment. All right, so let's go ahead and pull these artifacts, and then we will go to system recovery to try to get John Stewart, or the epic selector, so I can get John Stewart. This will give me my golden orb for the artifact coming up later this month. Oh, I pulled Bane. Oh, and I pulled Black Canary. That's awesome. That is awesome. How far off am I from ranking those up? Well, Bane, quite a far way away. Let's see. So can I rank up? So we'll confirm here. And I got my golden orb. Saving that. And my recommendation would be save one elite, save one epic, and my collection is complete. So now I save one of each just in case when they come out with the next one. I'll have I don't this one's gonna be epic, then the one after that might be elite, who knows. So I always have one, and then after that I'll have two, three, four, five. Those, all the ones above one, I'm going to start using then to try to rank up the others and select whichever ones I want to rank up. For right now, they just sit and chill until. See, I'm almost good at saving and hoarding. Almost, except I'm impatient because I'm about to use 8th metal on John Stewart right now. Don't judge me. But yeah, do you have Ovaltine? Do you know what? Okay, so we have Ovaltine, and Ovalmaltine is a little bit different. Yeah, Ovaltine is. I always thought that it was a little bit different. Here's the thing. The chocolate, like when you mix it with the chocolate, mediocre at best. The spread is nuts. It's so good. It's got the crunchy pieces in it too. Bro, it's so good. It is so good. I can feel my dentist getting richer every time I have some of that spread. It's so good. My dentist is like, no, go ahead and do that. I got kids to put through college. Go ahead. No. Keep eating that. Keep eating that. No, that's cool. No. We're cool. Go. No, recommended by dentists, or at least the bank account dentists. It's so good. Yeah, Nutella is sold in most grocery stores and department stores. I never had it before this year. Saw it in Target. It was pretty good. It's pretty good, man. It is pretty good. Put that on a croissant. Put that on a croissant. And that's the thing about croissant. It's so buttery that Nutella can't go on it. At least for me. If you get like the real French, or from Geneva, the French part of Switzerland, or from France. That stuff is so buttery that putting Nutella on it feels like I'm just basically giving myself a heart attack. I am a dentist and I recommend. See, told you. I know what dentists think. They got to pay these bills. Okay. So, people don't go to the dentist as much as they should anyway. So, go ahead and mess up them teeth. Let's support our dental community. Okay, so. Yeah, I still need 4 days on this. Okay. All right, so we're going to try System Recovery a couple times in the chase for John Stewart. If that don't work, fantastic English. If that don't work, then we're going to go ahead and use the 8th metal. I don't give a damn anymore. And that 10 epic selector, I can still use that on somebody else. Matter of fact, why am I slipping into so much just like bad English right now? I need to be speaking in my radio voice. Welcome to On Greifer Gaming. Up ahead, we have System Recovery. In this, we will try to pursue John Stewart. I'm talking as though I'm really, really tired, and I just woke up. All right, Poison Ivy. I don't have extra shards of hers. This is what I'm double checking right now. Yeah, see, so there's an awkward number here because of that trials thing. So having the epic selector could be beneficial to her. Could be. So me using that on me using the 8th metal on John Stewart and being outright just impatient, that's all that is, isn't going to be necessarily detrimental to my roster and put me in an awkward position. It does reduce the 8th metal, but because I do buy the security plan, I'm not like nuts obsessed with holding on to 8th metal. If it's for like Mr. Terrific, John Stewart, Judo Master, for those like top 5, like Judo Master is like the questionable one, but maybe not even that questionable. Kid Flash, Mr. Terrific. I'll put Pandora in there as a proxy for Kid Flash because I know someone did say that they thought that Pandora was better, so we're putting that. It is what it is. I'm just taking the word on people. Batman is not worth that 8th metal thing, although he is my favorite, so to me he is worth it. However, overall scheme, no, he's not. But we're talking like God tier epics and then legendaries. So I consider John Stewart God tier epic. So I would be willing to use 8th metal on him or on Mr. Terrific. Judo Master less so, Kid Flash less so, but still okay. So for me, that's for me. And it's 10. It's not like I'm emptying my entire coffer because I want to do that. If it was like 40, I would not do it. 10, 5, I'm all right with. Bro, that is awesome. Thanks for the idea. I was in the military for 20 years, and yeah, Nutella's available now, but I live in Texas, and Heb is an awesome grocery store. Oh, okay, I've seen that before, but we don't have it though. And they sell breakfast bread. French, I put the French stuff. You want to make somebody love you? Put Nutella on cheese and bananas on bread and press it. I have done the Nutella on cheese, but I usually do it on like Edimer or what's the other one? There's another cheese that I put on. I don't just do it on cheese blanketly. Like I'm not putting it on American or cheddar. I can't even remember the last time I had American cheese. Emmentaler. These are going to be German names of cheese. Damn it. I don't think I know the American names of these cheeses. I don't think I know the American names of these cheeses. Or maybe that is the American name and I just didn't know. Because basically growing up, we had American and we had cheddar. We had Swiss, but Swiss cheese ain't even a cheese. You know what Swiss cheese is in Switzerland? Neither do they. They don't eat that. I'm being funny. French toast is one of the loaves they sell. They sell French toast loaf? Never thought of putting a French toast loaf. How does that? Because I make my French toast. How do you make that a loaf? Yeah, but Judo Master got the worst team. He did. He did get the worst team. Vigilante apparently is pretty good. Peacemaker is meh at best. He did get the worst team. Poor Judo Master. But you can run him with the anti-heroes from Creature Commandos, and he's good. That was the other thing I was supposed to run, was a sacrifice team with Poison Ivy. That was something I remember. Was a sack team with Poison Ivy. See, so much stuff to do. All right, so let's try this thing a couple times for John Stewart. See if we can get past it. If it does not work, we're going to use our 8th medals. I feel as though, when you say that, that's always a bad sign. I feel as though. Deathstroke adding bleeds here is keeping the shields down on Lex. Check. Maybe he should be going slightly after Batman, though. Wonder Woman seems useless here, except for she hits hard as hell. But if I take Wonder Woman out and put in Mr. Terrific, that boosts the damage from Superman DCU. Wonder Woman's ultimate is an AoE attack. It's only hitting 2 characters, and it's not going to do that much damage on the 2. It's not clearing out. It's not clearing out hordes in this situation. Let's give it a shot. If they rework Batman Synergy to let Judo Master be there, he could be the little goat, literally. Dude, he would be so, because he also does multi-target attacks. So like if they just switched it up, not even rework Batman Synergy, let Batman be a part of what's his face? I just said his name. This is a bad idea. Actually, I set this up wrong. Hold up. This isn't even their fault. This is my fault. I put the positioning totally incorrect. But I need you to be here. I need you to be here. Batman's gonna be better at taking damage than you. And you need to redirect Damian to people who are healthy. I don't know how much you're gonna hurt Batman. Let's see how this goes. Do you think they would rework Batman's team synergy? I think they should on like the Joker's if they ever when they bring Joker to the game. Reworking his team synergy to be a little bit more powerful would be like a nice little shout to him. Have mixed fresh French toast loaves, great toasted with butter, but going to use Nutella when I wake up for breakfast. Thanks, bro, for the great day. Good luck for you. Large aren't bad. You haven't been around the blondes I've been around. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Have a good night. Yeah. I think I just gave you a bad idea. French toast, or Nutella on French toast. That sounds like good, though. That sounds good. But the dentist is smiling right now because of that advice I've given. Yeah, so if they did redo Batman Synergy, are we gonna? No, we're probably not. If they redo Batman Synergy, like let's say when Joker comes out, they could include. I mean, they're all vigilantes, right? So theoretically, it should go. This is not working. Not at all. And what? And Deathstroke even has like those 5 extra frantics on him. Okay, so this is take out Lex. Oh, I thought it would take out Lex. It didn't. And we were using Mr. Terrific's Team Synergy, right? So just loss is not that hard. As a guy who has to get a couple teeth repaired, broken teeth repaired, listen to your dentist. There, what Sean Jordan is a stand-up comedian who does AFE. He's very, very right. You're gonna pay for your teeth one day, whether that's every 6 months because you go to the dentist every 6 months, or if that's all those times you should have paid, but then you're paying it now in your 40s. You're gonna pay, so you might as well pay early and take care of them early, and budget your dental care so that it's a monthly payment as opposed to a lump sum bill at the end that makes you go, oh my god, how much is this going to cost to fix? Anyway, so take care of your teeth. I really don't feel like I can get past them because it's not even that I'm getting him at the. Usually, I get excited because I can get them at the end, and it's like that last turn. It takes me 7 to. Okay, I'm not doing this. We're doing the Jon Stewart thing. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I did it one time. The last time I was on this, not last time, maybe the last time I was on the stream, I did it for like a solid 30 minutes. I did it. I have done it since then as well. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of looking at them too. We're just gonna do this now. I'm sick of your face, Damien. I'm sick of your face, Lex. 2 characters I really don't like. Not on the level of Constantine, but well, but I'm so sick of looking at y'all. I'm so sick of looking at your faces. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. We'll use the 8th medal. I don't care. I don't care. And yes, we could have used it for league recruitment. I'm going to use it on Poison Ivy. I'm going to use it on Poison Ivy. All right, so now we have shield increase to 100% of John's max HP, which is dumb. Damage increases to 105%. Damage and lifesteal increases to 120%. Every stack of weakness in sight increases chance of triggering by 6%. Thank you, Jon Stewart. We love you. So he's a beast now. Welcome to the club. All right, next was Two-Face. It was Two-Face. Now now it's immediate that I do not have enough of the elite. I need 100 elite, which means that if I pulled a little bit more on the super encrypted tokens, plus I haven't done Elseworld yet, have I? And I'll get 15 out of this, so we'll stomp through Elseworld real fast. Put a vigilante tag in the game and change Batman Synergy to that. I'm with it. That's a good idea too. That's a good idea too. Because I mean, they do all fit together. You can just say different levels of, whatever vigilante. They are all vigilantes. So that fits. Theoretically, isn't Superman a vigilante? It's not like he has a badge, and they never call him that. But anyway, just pointing out how unfair they are to my dude Batman. This, and this. Okay. I was really, really, really tempted to do the badge tier list now, but it's already. Dr. Fate has some cool animations that I don't get to see until Elseworld. I want Dr. Fate. I think I will do the badge tier list tomorrow. I think that's what I'll do on stream because it's already 8 o'clock now, and I know I don't have to go to work, and I could probably still be on here for an hour, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. If I leave here at 10:30, I think it's smarter for me to wait. Okay. It is. His ultimate is very cool. The animation behind his ultimate is very cool. I like it a lot. All right, so we're doing next. So the John Stewart Two Face, Mr. Terrific. So we've already done this part of it, right? Right. Okay, so next is the Two Face, Mr. Terrific. I'm working on getting Two Face up to rank 8 right now. I'm skipping him up in the order because Owlman, I've been saying it for weeks. I can't say months. It hasn't been that long. For weeks that I was going to do it because we do need it for that Evil Falls. I don't know who I have. I just saw Raven, so let's go with Tactical. Whatever, dog. Ooh, whatever, dog. Yeah, whatever. All right, so I'm gonna just let Two Face skip up in line. It's 150 elite. It's not that bad. I can redo his gear. Oh, I had a bunch of tactical. Oh, including Dr. Fate. Duh, I just mentioned him. I do have it's a bunch of elite shard. It's fine. It's fine. And I'm not going to. I will be ranking up Poison Ivy and Mara, but it's for me in my head. One, Poison Ivy's doing just fine. So it's okay if she waits a couple weeks, not a couple weeks, couple days before I take her up to the next rank. Same thing for Mara. Mara's not even in my rotation right now, so it's okay if they wait while I boost up Two Face because he does have uses in multiple areas of the game. And then if this Mr. T thing, if this Mr. T Two Face thing works out, I didn't even put Cyborg in. Then that's a big, big, big plus. It might even encourage me to take him up to like rank 10. Let's put you in. You go here. You can go right there. All right. You mean for Two Face? Oh, you mean for wait. Am I gonna bash 30 Two Face? I just bashed 30 Batman yesterday. Day before yesterday, because I didn't stream yesterday. Two Face, I'm not even that I'm not that far yet, bro. I'm not that far yet. I really should be doing the bash tier list though. How hard is that going to be, really? And, oh, John. Yes. I've already got him up to badge 20. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna. And here's the thing, though. Okay. There's a difference between like going to and wanting to. Do I want to? Yes, but badges are the true like. It's hard to scrape together these resources to get them, and he's so far down the list right now that I don't see it for a while. Does that make sense? Like, I would put Aquaman's before his, Satana's before his, Raven's before his. That's just three off the top of my head. And it took me, what, 2 months to get Batman. Well, 2 months. Maybe 3 weeks? 4 weeks? To get Batman's 30. As a person who does spend some money in the game. So, yeah. Do I want to? Yes. Is it happening anytime soon? I doubt it. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to use them. I do not care. Yeah. If I could wail out like Trey, then yeah, it would be. It would be. It would be. All right. Chop chop. That's such a cool animation. This is the other thing too. I need him to be saying so. I would put that in a whatchamahoo's it. I would put his ultimate animation in an intro. Maybe I need to do a couple more intros actually too. I would put that in an intro. If I had some kind of text of him saying something cool. That's the thing about the Superman one. That's the thing about the Batman intro is that there's cool text, like cool. That's how I do my intros. I do like a cut scene with like text from a movie or whatever in it. I did the same thing for Marvel Strike Force. I was so happy with that intro, even though I didn't do that game that much, because I got to use that speech from Aunt May in Spider-Man 2. Everyone needs a hero, or everyone loves a hero. That one, that speech gives me goosebumps every time. I get goosebumps now just thinking about it. And I was happy that I could finally use that in an intro with Spider-Man swinging around. So I really love that intro. My name is Bond. You almost killed me. The- that almost has me tempted to do it. That you man, that just as a gag that has me tempted to do it. That would be funny. My name is Bond. Ba-da, ba-da. And then just go through like his animation, and then when it zooms in on his face, James Bond. That would be hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious. You almost killed me on that one. Okay. Should I have? No, I should not have you there. Righty then. Um, but we'll figure. That's the other thing about. Oh my Jesus! Really, 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 really. This team sucks that bad. Whatever, dog. I'm gonna do this 17 more times. And Lex still fell. Oh my God, Lex, you're trash. Oh yeah, the Wonder Woman thing. So as much as I said like the Wonder Woman movies aren't terrible, I don't think that there's a quote that I have for it. Where's the rest of his face? I don't think there's a quote that I have for it that I could use in the Wonder Woman intro. Cause her animation to her battle thing is awesome. The only thing I can think of is that in the Zack Snyder cut, when they do that slow motion move and there's the screaming kind of chant voice of the Amazon in the back, I could do that as an intro. That'd be the shortest intro. I might do that today, actually. Now I think about it, that might be something that happens. I could screen record that and do that. Oh my Jesus. Characters I don't like right now. Seriously? And barely did any damage. I haven't seen Wonder Woman movies, and it seems like a waste of time. The first one is good. The last, it's like with Aquaman. The Aquaman movie was good. The Wonder Woman, good. Not great. Not great. I'm not saying rush out and go see it. I'm not saying it's life altering. They're good. They're good movies. However, just like with and maybe I'll rewatch them at some point. Last 30 minutes of Aquaman, last 30 minutes of Wonder Woman, last 30 minutes of the crappy Justice League. They want to turn everything into orange and red and fire and apocalyptic stuff. And it's like, yo, bro, this movie's already been on for 2 hours. Why are you setting the earth on fire every single time? Like, they try to do this very, very, very grand, like, thing each time. And it's like, pull it back a minute. You know what I mean? Like, it can't always be the same look every time something goes down. They did in Superman versus Batman versus Superman, whatever the hell that crappy ass movie was called. That movie also hurt my heart. It came out on my birthday, and Batman is my favorite superhero. That came out on my birthday, and I refused to go see it. My lady at the time was like, "You want to go see that on your birthday?" I was like, "No," and she was like, because she's not into comic books like that, and she was like, "No, no, I want to be happy on my birthday, and this is gonna do nothing but hurt me." I almost said that. I almost shot the F bomb. Why does that hurt my heart so much? I don't curse on this, and I was this close to being like them effing. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. All right, Dr. Phosphorus, go away for now. We're going to put in the mediocre legs. Let's see. What happened? And you know someone is dying twice because Raven is there. Exactly. Unless they're targeting Raven somehow. Are they hard targeting her? Maybe. Who knows? Who cares? It's just, what's annoying is it's just taking so much time. I want her to be. See, look at that. That's the annoying part. How much further did we get down? Am I going to use like all of my adrenaline shots? And I'm doing it here now because I don't have to reset the team. Let's see. You know what? Screw it. Who's over here? John Stewart. Can't make it past there. I don't care about that enough. I genuinely don't care about that enough. Go away. Oh, and then I get to do this now. Hooray. Energy with my mediocre team. Don't get to skip this one. I never had a run go as bad as this one. Me either. Never. It's never been this bad. Ever, 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 ever. I was halfway curious to see, like, to slow it down and see what was going wrong, but I just don't care that much. Skip battle. I'm going to lose this one too. It is terrible. Are you seeing this? This is bad. And they don't have damage. Whatever, dog. This is what we're going to do now. You guys are alive. We run you at them. Do not care. Okay. Now we revive the characters, rebuild them, and do the same thing over again. This is Garbaggio. So I don't want Dr. Fate anymore. I do not want Dr. Fate anymore if it's this bad. I do not want him anymore. He can stay off my roster. Who the hell knows? All right. I know I haven't even looked at the new digital event runes. I haven't even looked at it. Look at that. Oh well, oh well, oh well. I probably picked all the wrong boons for this, but it does not matter. It's only annoying because it's taking me 10 minutes instead of 5. If Hal dies here, then we should be good. How is the new digital event? It looked like it was a cupcake. Oh, there you go. You finally fell. It looks like a cupcake event. Like you can just scoot through it fast as hell. Damn you, Elseworld. Okay, so now we come back here. We open this. There's a team up, so I need to finish too. All that for one super encrypted token and some frags, I guess. There's a team up here with Superboy that I do not want to forget. We will fight him. John Stewart is up. Two-Face. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. I got so distracted by Elseworld being a pain in that, you know. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, that's what it looked like. The rewards look like. This is just going to be a cakewalk. I mean, I guess I could still try the Two-Face thing now. I just have to remove Penguin and Swamp Thing. We can still try it. We still get the damage amplification regardless of rank 7 or rank 8. It's just that he's not going to survive, which may affect it, but we'll do that. And then I guess Superman DCU will be the one that could... Yeah, but he's going to take a lot of the damage. Zatanna maybe? And then Kid as a pseudo flash? Or Kid as a pseudo flash. Kid Flash as the pseudo tank. And then we put Zatanna in there. This is not going to be fair with Zatanna being in there, but let's see. Or we'll do the Raven thing like I did last time. And revive just in case. Alright, so we're going to skip this battle. Is Poison Ivy going first? Yes, she is. We'll make you go in front of them because, you know, he's only rank 7. Skip battle. Hopefully Two-Face makes it through the whole thing. Oh, and he did. Alright, so he made it through. What is the damage looking like? We have 14 million. Oh, wow. Yo, what is this? 15 million. Under, what's his face? Swamp Thing, it was 13, right? Yeah, under Swamp Thing is 13. So if I put Two-Face back there with her, You know it's not a comic guy, right? So why you hate Constantine so much? Constantine is in the comics. Constantine's a comic dude. He's from the comics. He started off in I don't know if it was Dark Horse, and then moved over to DC because it started off as an independent comic first. It was it Dark Horse? It wasn't Image because Image didn't start until the '90s, and I believe Constantine was introduced in the 1980s. But the original concept for Constantine is just a story of a guy, and then he became a comic book character, but of a guy who kept tricking different demons and different devils, or the devil. That's where the mythology changes up, and to gather powers, and meaning that none of the demons could claim his soul. So there was that concept first, and then he became a comic book character. I want to say it was in the '80s. Support more of a Sue Forth? What's that? Oh, I thought it was for the game at first. Oh, I'm not a comic guy. Sorry. I read that completely wrong, Gabriel. My fault. I apologize. I misread that completely. I thought you meant that he wasn't out of the comics first. Yeah, no. So it was originally comics, animated TV shows, and the animated movies that made me really dislike that dude. I didn't read his comics specifically. The Constantine movie is good, but I disliked him before that. Before the 2000, was it 3? I think is when that one came out. So Two-Face running with Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific originally got her to 14 million, so more than Swamp Thing. And now that I have him in the back row with her, it's got her up to 15 million. Here's what we're gonna do though. Vertigo. He was in Vertigo. That's it. Exactly. It was that one. I kept saying Dark Horse. It was Vertigo. He was in Vertigo Comics because Vertigo Comics wasn't it Vertigo or was Vertigo owned by DC? Because I thought Vertigo was actually a comic company that DC absorbed. I thought. I could be completely off base on that though. Remember, this is the memory of a 10-year-old. By the way, another way to amplify Poison Ivy's ult, Robin synergy, Penguin, Emblem, level 10, Two-Face again. Well, Robin, do you mean Damien? Oh, attacking the back row allies. And that one's only what, 12? Well, for me right now, 12%, I think. Penguin's first badge does that? Yeah, Vertigo was just the really dark and mature DC. Oh, like when they had Marvel Max. Gotcha. I thought Vertigo, and again, like I said, this is a 10-year-old who's saying this. I thought Vertigo was an entirely other comic book company like Dark Horse, like Image, like all those other ones, like one of those independent brands. Okay. Rooms was just trying to get Graver to move around his level league all day. That's basically what I'm about to do. Yeah, the Damien. I don't like Damien's team synergy that much though, because doesn't it only last for like 3 turns anyway? They need to rework those Red Hood Damien team synergies. Even if you don't boost up the stats, it cannot last longer than it has to. Oh, excuse me. It has to last longer than 3 turns. That can't be it. They'll never get used. Let's go ahead and finish off Superboy real quick. Just a quick sim through. And then I'm curious. Oh, don't do that. Do this. Then I'm curious if that's a damage amplification for Two-Face in the back row with Mr. Terrific. What happens when I do it with Swamp Thing? And here's the other question. The damage amplification, does that apply to poisons as well? I think it does. If level 10 makes it last the whole battle, then it's easy fix in my opinion. Let me check. No, Vertigo is, I'm sure they have a Vertigo Comics, but Vertigo I thought was a comic brand like Marvel, like DC. And Spike was saying that it was just another subset of DC Comics where they were like, hey, here's all your Batman and Superman stuff. And then Vertigo was like, yo, boy, if you're trying to get real, let's read some Hellblazer. Let's bring out the demons and the boobs, is basically what Vertigo was. Yeah, my dad was a massive comic book collection and has a massive comic book collection. And I thought it was an indie line too. Okay, cool. All right, so I wasn't again. I wasn't the only one. He explained why DC had the separate line to me. Okay, no, it makes sense. But I understand what the one thing about the Marvel Max that didn't work out, and I think even Stan Lee was against it, was that Marvel Max, they were like maximum violence, maximum whatever, and Stan Lee was like, you're putting Deadpool in there. Deadpool was already doing maximum violence, so how much more violence are you trying to put into the comic books? And to be fair, when I would read them, it was really nothing good. It was just, yay, more blood. It was gratuitous. Like they didn't even. It was like they cared more about drawing bloody stuff than they cared about the story. And I was like, no, it's supposed to be just more mature content, not necessarily just bloodier content. And they were like, no, it's about to be bloody. So he's also a character. He explained that I don't think it does. I meant to say if they change it so it lasts forever. Oh, once it gets to 10, then it's simply doing. It's a simple thing to do, and it would fix it. That is true. Reading the wiki for it now. He's also okay. Oh, wait. Vertigo. But Vertigo was a character in Marvel. He was part of the Savage Land, right? She. I can't remember if it was a woman or a man. I remember the hair, so it must have been a woman. Vertigo was a Marvel character, yeah. But it was also a DC line of comics. Shelt's been lurking. Just got here. Okay. But no, I think Vertigo's a character. Vertigo's a character in the Marvel universe, yeah, for sure. But there was also the Vertigo line of comics, apparently. They just have added Deadpool at the end of the Max run. The Garth Ellis Punisher comics are nuts. Alias Jessica Stewart, not the TV show, is supposed to be amazing too. Are they good? Are they good? Okay. Because I get, but that's the, okay. If they're doing, how do I put it? It's the same reason why I don't like Saw. But I'll rock with The Ring. I'm not into horror movies, or Bird Box. I'm not into horror movies at all. And to be fair, I think they said the first Saw was good. If it's violence for violence sake, like horror movies, I don't like them. Some of them are scary and whatever. But part of it is like, y'all are just substituting actual plot and writing with intestines. Y'all don't really care about making a movie. You just care about showing something graphic. So like if that's what it is, it's just a turnoff. It's just boring to me. Like, oh, you chopped off his head. Oh, no, I've never seen that before. Like, okay, I've never seen that before, but in TV shows all the time. So, like, it's not impressing me that you figured out a new way to draw somebody getting stabbed through the chest. But if it comes with, like, a good plot and everything, like if you're saying Punisher was good and Jessica Cruz was good, then, or Jessica Jones was good, then maybe I should give it a shot. Count Vertigo is a villain in the classic DC. If his name was Vertigo, it would make sense that he was a Flash villain, because then Flash wouldn't be able to run fast, and that would be the counter. Wait, wasn't there also a character named Vertigo, who messed with Batman in the Batman animated series? When him and Talia were trying to get through whatever, he was in a plane at some point. They crashed, and then come to find out at the end of it all. Spoiler alert for a cartoon that came out 30 years ago. And then at the end of it all, it was that they were actually tricking Batman into doing all of these missions to, one, see that he was the true heir to Ra's al Ghul, and Talia was falling in love with him. They stole that sonic weapon or whatever, and Batman slipped a pin into it to sabotage it. When she tried to use it, it blew up and she had to throw it from the plane. Am I that crazy? Wasn't that guy's name? That's how deep I go into Batman the animated series. I just gave you that whole episode off top. Wasn't that guy's name Vertigo? He was causing vertigo. And the way Batman got past it with that weapon as well was when they were running through the room. He had to close his eyes so he couldn't see. And Talia was like, oh, "You close your eyes." Yeah. Of course, I know Grifter, but I know Grifter from Wildcats. That TV series from CBS that then became a comic, or I'm sure it was a comic first. But yeah, I know Grifter. I used to love Grifter. I don't think Grifter got the shine he deserved. Grifter was awesome. Anyway. Am I still here now? Dailies. Okay. So, what I wanted to check was Two-Face, Mr. Terrific together was good. We want to try Two-Face, Swamp Thing. We're going to do it in team-ups again. I think I have enough to finish it. Yeah, I do. And then I have to call it a video at some point. Simulate. Beginner simulation. Now that Deadpool can never be that, but it's definitely not what he's known for. So they were supposed to be, yeah, I don't remember Deadpool and Max Helmet, so if you have to throw him into the lineup, then it must have been running on fumes at that point. Max Helmet was supposed to be dark and gritty. Abilities: flight, skilled hand-to-hand, combat, magnetic boost, vertigo effect to alter the balance of others and induce dizziness. Yeah, that must have been the vertigo from the, or they put him in there, but that must have been the vertigo from the Batman animated series, I think. Hey Huntress, how you doing? Let's fight. He has a badass design. You just found out the other day. Oh, you just found out about him the other day? Yeah, he does. His whole vibe, I loved it. I loved it. It was very like Gambit meets Batman. I love that whole look. Yeah, Count Bird. Okay, so then it was that guy. Okay, cool. All right. So that all those years of watching the Batman animated series came into use just now, and now will go back into my brain to never be used again. All right, so let's get Raven about y'all. And let's put Swamp Thing. We'll go back to the poison damage. We're gonna keep Mr. Terrific, not likely. I guess yes. No, we keep Mr. Terrific. Swamp Thing, you go ahead of Poison Ivy. And let's see how that goes. Although I didn't think count. Well, we'll see. It doesn't matter. Actually, the one plus thing about the beginner simulations is that I can still test Two-Face even though he's only ranked 7 because they're not doing enough damage to take him out. If this had been like advanced, he'd be dead by now because apparently Huntress just wants to shoot him. Have we already gotten to... Oh, damn you, Canary. Oh my word. Oh my word. We're going to just switch this up. She's probably going to take him out now because of what I just said. Just to bite me in the butt. Team affiliates, Society of Secrets, Checkmate, Suicide Squad, Injustice Society. He's not part of the, was it Demon's Head? No, that's what Roz is called. League of Shadows. So here comes the poisons that we were looking for, or already out there. There's 5 of them on each. Cool. I'm wondering, I guess I have to look that up. Injustice League, Injustice Society. Checkmate. Although the way I remember his character design, he looks like he's in a Checkmate group. Alright. Where are we at? Two-Face, Mr. Terrific, PI. Oh yeah, sacrifice team with... I'm sure the person who asked for that is probably not even watching the stream anymore. But I still want to do the sacrifice team with Poison Ivy as well to see how that goes. Actually, seems to be doing well. We had what last time we were doing this. Now, to be fair, we have to adjust because this is a different level, different tactical character. Wait, yeah, we had Superboy last time. She is agile. He was mighty. World's Finest Comics, 251, 1978. Well, I mean, I guess it could have just been a one-off for the Batman animated series. So yeah, because he never did show up again in the cartoon. So maybe that's it. 35%. That seems like it's fun. How many did she get? 14 million. That seems cool. That seems cool. Now we go back to the idea of removing Swamp Thing. We put in, I guess it was Raven last time. Leave Two-Face in there to get like a gauge. So it was 14 million. Yeah, we'll just do the Raven in here instead. We'll add his team synergy. And do that one more time just to see, to get it balanced. Okay. And Poison Ivy should have gone first in that matchup. Let's see what we're looking at. Oh, wow. No, 12 million though. So less, even though we did more damage. Okay, so it was better to run with the poisons. And then what was the last thing? Oh, the sacrifice team with Poison Ivy. So I do want to work on Two-Face a little bit. This does add a little bit of benefit there. Maybe I should not, because I was using Two-Face a lot in the beginning of the game because of that damage amplification. I was using it a lot, and then I just kind of moved away from him. Yeah, maybe he should be back on the roster. So right now what I'm going to do is burn through this real quick with this attack, and then I'm going to try to do the sacrifice team just to see what those numbers look like. I'm going to have to do it like this now because I don't have enough space left in their whole things to make it worth it. See, she only did 7 million. They were so close to death, it wasn't even worth it. All right, so now we try the sacrifice team, and then we call it a video. He gives me the C-class build. I mean, Mirror, right about there, you're right. People don't think about you again until 30 years later when somebody brings up a DC line of comics. Yeah. Yeah, you C-list as a mug. Maybe even D-list. I mean, at least Captain Cold and Mirror Master make regular appearances. They're reoccurring roles. I have not seen Captain Vertigo or Count Vertigo. I didn't know that that was his name until you said it. Beginner Simulation. Harley! Alright, so now the way I use my sacrifice team, which isn't really probably the way that most of you would, well, no, you guys know if you've watched the channel. Where's Constantine? Now, Constantine is going to go last in this order. Excuse me. Constantine is going to go last in this order, okay? Why is that? Because this is about Poison Ivy right now. And this typically will do really, really good for Constantine. For those of you that don't know, every time a character sacrifices, they get strong attack and recuperate from Constantine. Every time she has to sacrifice, the bride sacrifices HP or loses HP from an ally, she gives out hard hit to all to all back row allies. To all back row allies, that's right. And next would be Aquaman. Because of the sacrifice that he's forcing everyone to make, which is hurting her, causing a hard hit, Aquaman reduces the amount of sacrifice that is actually done. And she reduces the amount of sacrifice that she does as well, to where she's actually then healing for 25%. Instead of, not 25% of her bar, but 25% of the damage, as opposed to losing that percentage that she was going to lose before. So it actually ends up healing her as opposed to hurting her. Then we have this, we'll have all the hard hits and strong attacks on Poison Ivy. We'll see what her damage does. The next thing in this is that I'm tempted to put out additional poisons using Swamp Thing. Are we crazy here? ultimate. Let's put you there. You go absolutely last because we don't really want to see much damage from you. And we go from here. He's a green arrow villain in Star City. Count Vertigo is? He had a decent storyline. Did he now? Okay. Count Vertigo did? I watched Young Justice, although it's been a minute. Maybe I just didn't recognize him. Maybe I haven't seen Young Justice in a minute, so maybe that's on me. I need to go check. That might be my fault. All right, so you can see all the hard hits, the strong attacks going out. Well, the strong attacks right now, the hard hits are coming. Oh, there's the hard hit from her taking her turn and having to sacrifice. Poison Ivy goes, hurt him. So, and there was already poison out there on them from whatchamacface, Swamp Thing. So, this is working relatively well in terms of what I want it to be doing. I didn't realize he was a green. Why would he be? I mean, I guess, but that feels way more like a Flash. You're running too fast. Let's make you dizzy so you fall over. Now Flash has to figure out a way. You know what I mean? That it feels way more like in line with that. Anyway, well, they went very hard on mirrors and cold villains for Flash, so it is what it is. He was in Flashpoint? We're talking about Count Vertigo. It must have been the straight comics. It must have been the comics. Because I mean, to be fair, everybody was in Flashpoint. He could have been in the background somewhere. Everybody, nah, bruh. Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah, thanks to Bride, this might be, or this little combination might be something serious. This combination might be something serious. Alternate universe version lost his family during the Amazon. He attempts to retrieve Dr. Fate's helmet before. Wait, I remember this. That was Count. I remember that. Didn't he also go partially insane or something? It broke him. The helmet broke him, or something like that. I think I remember this. Or am I thinking of what's his name? Miracle Dude. I've never read his comics either. Am I thinking of him? 31. That's not bad. Poison Ivy, 12 million. I mean, good. That's good. She's hitting a lot. Now against that same team, what are we going to do? We are going to go back to what it was before. Just so we have a scale. And the best was when it was Swamp Thing. Thank you guys for watching. I didn't know the Count Vertigo rabbit hole was so deep. I don't think Shelton knew it either. Shelton's just like, really? Let's see. So let's just remove you guys. We will put in the Mr. Terrific. His team synergy won't matter because of Swamp Thing. We will put in Raven and Kid Flash for the survivability stuff, as we've always been saying, and we'll see what it looks like against this team specifically. She got 12 million. Yeah, this is all fine. They don't do debuffs. Okay. Yeah, Vertigo main storyline in Young Justice was in season 3. Oh, maybe that's why I missed it. All right, so less damage. Nope, about 12. She's just consistently doing 12 million. I'm gonna have to experiment more like around that, but she's consistently doing 12 million. He was a part of the Terra Geoforce plot line where they're trying to balance running their kingdom and keeping a part of the B team. I need to watch Young Justice. All you're telling me is that I need to watch Young Justice again. That's all you're telling me. And you know what? There have been worse suggestions given to me on this stream. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream. Overall point, Poison Ivy's a beast. She does run well with that sacrifice team that I popped in. Two-Face needs to be ranked up to rank 8, not just for Owlman, but because now running him with Mr. Terrific might be a really, really fun thing to do. Yeah. So those are the conclusions. So again, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I'll see you guys.